Many of our viewers ask in comments, should I invest in this project or is that project a good investment? I don't want to disappoint you, but I won't invest in most of the projects you're asking about. So I'm currently on my way to a meeting, and I thought I'd have some time to share how I'd invest $200,000, $550,000, and $2 million in Dubai real estate. Starting with $200,000 budget. And this is an early August 2025 version. Several months from now, the selection of areas or properties could be completely different, but the underlying principles, they will be the same. With $200,000 budget, many investors are wrong about what they can get. Normally, people expect that they will get a property that will appreciate in value quickly. In reality, most of the apartments in this segment, they grow in line with the market, because these apartments, they lack of uniqueness. Usually, there are many similar properties nearby, so when you decide to resell, you don't have any competitive advantages, and it's really hard to persuade buyers to pay more for your property in a situation like that. Another expectation is high rental returns, and this is what you can get. An average property generates around 5% gross rental yield. A good one can be around 7%, and a great property can generate 8 to 10% gross rental yield. But there is one exception. There is a project that will likely generate high rental returns and will grow in value faster than the market. And it's in Dubai South. And I'm not a fan of Dubai South. I disagree with most of the Dubai sales agents on how they try to sell this area. And I'm about to say some controversial things. What agents normally say is that it's part of Dubai's future vision, that it's close to Jebel Ali area, meaning to Jebel Ali Airport and Palm Jebel Ali, and that it's right next to Al Maktoum International Airport. And Al Maktoum International Airport is a game changer, and every property nearby will skyrocket in value. They sell townhouses, because there are a lot of townhouses there. But in my opinion, at this stage of the market, there is another opportunity that will bring much higher returns. Because the supply of houses in this area is huge. They're planning to build more than 20,000 townhouses there. Also, they're not cheap. A new 4-bedroom townhouse, which is also quite a basic townhouse, is priced at around $1 million. And most importantly, who is the target user of this property? Normally, townhouses are occupied by resident families. And resident families, they don't need the airport nearby. It's not like they're flying around every other day, and noise coming from the planes that are departing or landing in the airport is not going to increase the quality of their life. But what I agree with is that Al Maktoum International Airport is an important investment driver, and its expansion creates another opportunity for investors. By 2032, they plan to increase the capacity of the airport to 150 million passengers, meaning it will be one of the largest airports in the world. And when the airport becomes that big, it creates a lot of new jobs. And they are not just for low-skilled workers. Engineers, operations managers, pilots, retail managers, all of them will need to live somewhere. So in my opinion, the best opportunity is affordable housing that stand out. And right now, there is a project like that. Avenue AAA. It will stand out because all the buildings nearby are quite simple. Avenue will have decent quality and a big shared patio with a lot of amenities. And the most important thing is that it's cheap. 800,000 dirhams for 1 bedroom. That's around 215 to 120,000 US dollars. And we can look at it from two different angles. Angle number one, what can you buy in Dubai for 800,000 dirhams? And we need to look at other affordable areas. For example, Dubai Land Residence Complex. There, in a recent MTS project, you can buy a studio for 191,000 US dollars or 700,000 dirhams. In GVC, and let's take a good project like Benghazi for example. For this money, you can also buy a studio. It would be around 750,000 dirhams or 205,000 US dollars. And Motor City is even more expensive. You would need 215,000 US dollars or 785,000 dirhams for a studio in a month's project. So basically, you cannot buy anything larger than a studio for same money in good projects in affordable areas of Dubai. So let's take a look at it from another angle. What are the market prices for decent one-bedroom apartments in Dubai? In Midtown, it's a residential complex in Production City, 10 minutes away from the Avenue's new project. You would need 270,000 US dollars or 1 million dirhams for one bed. Azizi is building their new community in Dubai South, $300,000 or 1.1 million dirhams for one bed. And probably the most relevant comparison is Mirdiv. It's an area near the XP airport, and the XP airport right now is the main Dubai airport. So it's similar to what Avenue is doing in a way. But the buildings there are quite old and much more simpler. No fancy amenities, nothing like that. So an average one bed in Maldives is 300,000 US dollars or 1.1 million dirhams. So there is clearly a value gap. This 25–35% difference is depreciation potential even before Al Maktoum International Airport expands. As for rental income, I expect around 7.5 to 8% rental yield in a conservative scenario. In Afnan district, it's a part of Midtown in Production City. The average rental rate for a one bed is 65,000 dirhams or 18,000 US dollars per year. And in Mirdif, it's 60,000 dirhams or 16,000 US dollars per year. So even with these numbers, the yields could be really decent. And when the airport expands and jobs are created, the demand will go higher and landlords will have an opportunity to charge more. But if you're looking for properties with higher appreciation potential, let's talk about $550,000 budget. And it's quite a specific number, 550,000, because it's a threshold for golden visa. In Dubai, to get a golden visa, you need to invest 2 million dirhams, which is approximately 546,000 US dollars. Unfortunately, you cannot get a townhouse or villa in this budget, so the best option you have is beachfront property, and beachfront properties are great. First, they're scarce. Only 4% of Dubai's total supply is in the beachfront areas, and these are one of the most demanded properties. Second, resilience. Even underperforming beachfront areas are growing faster than many other areas in Dubai. Take for example Port de la Mer. Some things haven't realized as they were expected, and now this area is not that sexy as it's supposed to be. And still, since 2020, an average apartment in Port de la Mer grew in value by 60%, which is a really big increase. And third, beachfront properties are kind of flexible properties. You can rent them out short-term and long-term, and short-term rentals normally generate 30% higher rental yield. So, the best beachfront area to invest right now is hands down Dubai Islands. Here are 4 reasons for that. First, it's low risk. Yes, it's an early stage area, but the beach is already there. It's fully operational and people are coming there on weekends. Some other beachfront areas in Dubai don't have the beach yet, so they're more risky. Second, it will have several major tourist magnets, a huge shopping mall, a golf course by the seaside, and Dubai Reef. For those who don't know, Dubai is building a huge artificial reef with corals and exotic fish. And the first phase will be right in front of Dubai Islands, so Dubai Islands will benefit the most from it. Number 3, 86 hotels planned. And hotels are super important. They bring essential infrastructure, like spas, restaurants, water parks, and other entertainment facilities. These are critical for tourists and for residents who are looking for this kind of lifestyle. And finally, current prices on Dubai Islands are the lowest beachfront prices in Dubai. We see 50 to 90% long-term value appreciation potential for some properties on Dubai Islands because of how low are they priced compared to other ready comparable projects. And yet these prices are 20–25% higher than they were 6 to 12 months ago, because the area is becoming more popular, more people are investing there, and developers are capitalizing on that, raising prices with every launch. And they will keep doing that, so if you invest now, you'll benefit from all the future growth. Right now there are 2 islands where you can invest, Island A and Island B, and Island B is a stronger investment opportunity in my view. First, because of lower population density. Island A is 5.1 square kilometers, Island B is 3.2 square kilometers. Island A is planned to have 31,000 units, Island B is just 6.3 thousand units, so the difference in density is huge. Second, it's not 100% confirmed, but Island B potentially will be gated, and if it will be gated, it will be much more exclusive compared to Island A. And third, Island B is far from the flight path, because the Dubai Islands are near DXB airport, and planes are passing above the islands, and Island A is more exposed to the noise. DXB airport will be closed at some time, it won't happen in 2 or 3 years from now, so until it happens, Island B will likely be a more preferable choice for residents. And Island B had invested in a project with 2 key characteristics, and both of them are critical for value appreciation. Number 1 is private beach access, because I told you that beachfront properties in Dubai are rare, but those with a private beach are scarce. And this type of property is the most desired by affluent renters and buyers. And this is exactly who you want to target. They have the means to pay the premium, so you can charge more. Number 2, limited number of units. Ideally, you want to invest in a property with 100 units or fewer. Just think about it. Let's say you want to resell the property after handover. With this kind of project, most of the units will never hit the market, because they will be purchased by end users. They will use these apartments as vacation homes. Also, because of the private beach, these properties are perfect for Airbnb. so many of them will go for short-term rent. Some of them will be rented for long-term, and you end up with almost no competition. And when you have no competition, you have the leverage and you can charge the premium. Right now there is a project on Island B that ticks all the boxes. It's right next to hotel plots. One of them is Rix's, by the way. It has one of the best views on Dubai Islands. It has a very limited number of units. And of course, it has a private beach access. I'm not gonna name it in this video, because it's a true hidden gem, and most of the agents, they don't even know about it, so I wanna keep this opportunity for our investors. And if you're interested, reach out to us. My team will place the QR code somewhere here. You can scan it and leave the inquiry through our website, or you can reach out through WhatsApp. The link will be in the description, and the phone number is on your screen right now. But if you're looking to invest $2 million or more, there is a completely different layer of opportunities. With this budget in mind, I'd invest in a villa in a new master community. Later, I will share which projects could that be. But before I do that, let me tell you why villas are so attractive as an investment. Historically, villas in Dubai have been growing like crazy. Since 2022, the average villa price on the secondary market increased by more than 60%. And if we take a longer period, over 10 years, villas increased in value by 120%. And that takes into account the COVID period. So the core reason why villas are growing in value like that is the same as for beachfront properties: supply and demand balance. Let's start with demand. There are two trends going on that generate huge demand for villas in Dubai. First is that Dubai is becoming increasingly popular among families. More and more families are coming here every year, because the quality of life in Dubai is arguably now one of the best in the world. It's not a desert city for single people anymore, and family infrastructure is actively developing here. Trend number two is millionaire migration. You've probably read on the news that UK have a big problem with millionaires and billionaires leaving the country. Guess where are they going? UAE is the world's leading country in terms of the number of millionaires and billionaires moving here. And according to recent statistical reports, we're expecting 10,000 more millionaires this year in Dubai. So that's the demand side. Let's discuss the supply side now. The supply of villas have traditionally been quite low compared to apartments in Dubai. 5 years ago, just around 30% of all new properties sold in Dubai were villas. But in 2023, 2024 and 2025, their share in new property sales dropped to just 20%. So the relative supply of villas is not increasing, it's actually decreasing. And given that the demand is stronger and stronger every year, it's very much likely that villas will continue growing. And that's not all. Maybe even more important thing is that 2/3 of all villas are bought by end users. The first year after handover, only 35% of villas hit the market, either for sale or for rent. It's a big contrast with apartment buildings, where 65% of units hit the market in the first year. So in reality, villa resale market is much smaller than apartment market, meaning if you invest in villa, you have a stronger leverage. And there is a way to amplify your villa investment. Invest in an early stage master community, because later, developer will launch more phases, and all of them will be at a higher price. So if you invest in the master community of a reputable developer, the developer helps to increase the value of your property. So here's the final question. What early stage villa community would I invest in? The answer is none, because good villas sell out really quickly. And at the moment, there is no decent master community at the early stage, at least in Dubai. So what we normally do with our clients who want to invest in villas is waiting. We define the budget, the key criteria, and then we wait for a new master community to show up. Alright, that's all what I wanted to tell you, but we just scratched the surface. If you want to learn more about different budgets, where you should invest, and what you can get, check out our detailed video on that. The most exciting part in my view is about $5 million and $20 million US. There shared a bit about how to diversify your investment portfolio, and told about complex investment deals that high net worth individuals and funds do here in Dubai. Hope you like it.